In today's lesson, you'll be introduced to hiragana that you will need to count to 999, state and ask for page numbers, use the pronouns that and that over there, and agree or disagree with yes/no questions and statements. There are 2 videos today. The first video will introduce hiragana and another kanji character, and the second will introduce some katakana. After this set of notes, you will be able to read and write 2 more hiragana characters and their related syllables. You will also be able to read and write 2 more katakana characters and their related syllables. And you will be able to read and write 1 more kanji character. Today is a slow day, so use the opportunity to review all of your characters. Our first character today is e. It's 2 strokes. The first stroke at the top usually ends in a hook. This font shows it without one. The rest of the character is the second stroke. Starting at the top left, it zigzags left, right, up, down, and back to the right, where it finally comes to a stop. Notice that since we already know e in katakana, our pronunciation is that character. Let's try it. Stroke 1 is the small stroke at the top. Stroke 2 does its zigzaggy thing and eventually comes to a stop. E. Everything is edible to a frog. Did you even see the frog? Got any better ideas? Our next character is he. It is also 2 strokes. Both strokes are connected. Stroke 1 is most of the character. It goes across, then down, and curves back up to the top. Stroke 2 is a short stroke that goes down to the right where it stops. Let's see how well we can do on this. Stroke 1 goes to the right, then down and back up, and stroke 2 curves slightly to the right and down. He. Do you remember that time you fell out of the tree and your grandfather was there? He was just standing off to the side laughing. That'll learn ya! As I said, we're only learning 2 hiragana characters today. However, he is from the Hagyo. Its pronunciation can be altered by the dakuten and the handakuten. Adding the dakuten to he gives you bi, and adding the handakuten to he gives you pi. I hope you're beginning to recognize the patterns of pronunciation changes with the diacritical markings. Each gyo has a change to the consonant sounds, and almost all of them are the same for the entire gyo. He is also from the iro, so it can be combined to create palatal syllables. Let's review how to write palatal syllables horizontally and vertically. Choosing 2 random syllables, we'll use hya and hyu. For hya, we'll write he as usual. But remember to think about the horizontal and vertical lines to help you place ya in the correct position with the correct size. Hya. Hyu is similar. A normal-sized he, followed by a smaller yu. Sketching the horizontal and vertical lines can be very helpful until you get enough practice. Hyu. We've introduced all the hiragana for today. Here's the full hiragana table again, and here are the characters we've learned so far. You will complete this table in the next 2 lessons. You will then have a few days to get them memorized and practice writing them quickly from memory. You'll be tested on completing all the hiragana tables soon. Oh, don't forget, there are also several characters that can have their sounds altered by adding dakuten and handakuten. With the addition of he, this table is getting closer to complete. Also, let's not forget the palatal syllables. Because we have learned he, we can add the final 9 syllables to this table. This table is complete. Remember, when writing horizontally, the characters from the yagyo are in a different location. Please take some time to memorize the last few characters in this table. You will need to complete all 3 hiragana tables for your test. Now is usually the time I remind you to study, then watch the next video. But I have a special surprise for you today. Another kanji character! Today's kanji is hyaku. It's 6 strokes, the most complicated character yet. The first stroke is the horizontal stroke at the top. It stops. Stroke 2 is the short stroke, connecting the first stroke to the rest of the character. It's important to note that this 1-2 stroke combination is a very common combination, and you'll see it a lot in more kanji. The last 4 strokes are also an important combination that appears in literally hundreds of other characters. Learning this character properly will make all those characters easier to write and remember. Stroke 3 goes down the left side. Stroke 4 goes across the top and down the right side. Notice that we're making the box enclosure. Stroke 5 is in the middle of the box, and stroke 6 closes off the character at the bottom. Let's try it together. Stroke 1 at the top, stroke 2 is quick, stroke 3 down the left side, stroke 4 across the top and down the right side, stroke 5 in the middle, and stroke 6 closes the bottom. 100, hyaku. To help you remember this, think about taking the number 100 and standing it up on its last 0. Looks the same, right? This is the end of the first video. Study the hiragana we've covered, their diacritical markings, the palatal sounds, and this kanji. When you're ready, watch video 2 for some katakana.